Hi, I'm Kate Barrett, the founder of Shine a Light Media and the Email Marketing Academy, and welcome to today's Tuesday email marketing tip video. Now, today I want to talk to you about leveling up your email marketing plan. Now, in the last video, we talked about planning your objectives for each email campaign that you send, and before that, we looked at planning out your regular campaigns for the next 6 or 12 months to get you on track and get that consistency. So if you haven't watched those videos, I highly recommend you pop back and watch those 2 videos as well. But today I am going to talk about leveling up your strategy. So once you know exactly what you want to send and when you want to send it for your automated campaign series, so you know that when someone signs up from the sign up form on your website through a specific lead magnet, so your ebook for example, they're going to go through an automated series of 9 emails. You plan those out. You know exactly when you want to send them and what you're sending in each email, what the objective is of each email, and the objective of the overall series. Okay, so we said in the last video, objectives may be making sales as the objective of the overall series, and in between you may have specific objectives for your opens and clicks, for example, of each email in the series. You've planned out your regular campaigns for the next 6 to 12 months. You know when you're sending your newsletters. You know when you're sending your special offer emails. You know roughly what content you want to include in those emails. Having a clear strategic plan of what you're doing with your email marketing, where you're going with it over the next 6 to 12 months, and what that's going to achieve for you, meeting your objectives. But leveling up really does mean taking it to the next level. So the way to get the return on investment in email marketing is through, firstly, those automated campaigns. Messages that are sending the right message to the right person at the right time. Absolutely key. And an automated series after somebody signs up, for example, that is just one example of different types of automated campaigns. And I recorded a series of videos in February 2015 all about automated emails. So jump back to those if you want a little bit more information there. But here, the next way that we can get that return on investment from email marketing is looking at that right message, right person, right time. Triggered emails allow us to do that, but segmentation also allows us to do that. Now, segmentation is taking your list and breaking it down into smaller chunks of people who have commonalities between them. If the data is in your database, if the information is in your list, then you can segment by it, trigger by it, or make your emails personal, okay? So the information has to be in your database. But let's say, for example, you know whether your subscribers are male or female. You can use segmentation to gather those 2 groups of people together, male and female. 2 segments, but both in the same list. Okay, got it? So it's like a sub-segment. Then you can send different emails based on those commonalities. So you could send a different email to the male subscribers than you do to the female subscribers, making it a little bit more personal. Now, that is a scratch the surface example of what you can do here. If you know that you have different categories of products within your business, that could be different types of segmentation to provide specific information based on specific preferences and interests of that customer or prospect. That's how you get personal. So segmentation is a big subject, and I'm going to broach that in full in a series of videos on its own. But in terms of planning, if you are going to use segmentation, you need to put it into your plans. You need to know, is your next newsletter going to have 2 variations? Is it going to have 5 variations? And there are ways to use the technology to get really clever with that again, but we won't broach that in today's video. I don't want to overwhelm you with too much information, but start thinking about those commonalities that your subscribers may have, that people in your list may have between each other, and male and female is one example. Different product category interest is another example. Different interest in the type of holidays they want to take. If you provide holidays or you're a resort, for example, you could provide different types of messages depending on whether they want to stay for weekend breaks, week breaks, they want to have a longer term stay, if they just want to use one aspect of your service, whatever those interests are, you can then target your information to those people. But can you see how without a plan, a clear strategy and structure for your email marketing, when you start to level up, start to get a little bit clever and use segmentation, for example, if you don't have that plan, everything is going to go crazy. You're not going to know where you are, who you are, what you're sending, when you're sending, and it's just going to be an absolute nightmare. You need to have that clear strategic plan, and then that is where you get the magic of email marketing and you start to build and level up. So segmentation, one way to do that. Another way to level up your plans, and I promised you in the last video I would tell you how to optimize the results that you're getting and how to make sure that you're meeting those objectives. So here we go. The guaranteed way to increase your email marketing results, test it. Same way as to increase the results in anything else that you're doing, anything else in life. If you're not sure, give it a try. If it doesn't work, try it again. Try again. Keep going until you get the result that you desire. So with testing with email marketing, here we're looking at A/B split testing. Now there is another type of testing called multivariate testing, which is just an extension on A/B split testing with lots of different possibilities and a baseline test, but let's just leave that to the side. A/B split testing is taking two sections of your list, trying out subject line A, subject line B. That's an example. You can test lots of other things other than subject line. Give me a minute. But it's taking those two sections, trying those two possibilities, seeing which one wins against your objectives. So are your objectives a certain open rate? Are your objectives a certain click-through rate? Are your objectives a certain conversion rate? Because don't forget, just because you get a high open rate doesn't mean you're going to get a high click-through rate, doesn't mean you're going to get a high conversion rate. I've seen campaigns tested where the open rate is actually slightly lower, but the conversion rates end up higher at the end. So just bear that in mind. So subject line is one way that you can test your emails. You could test your from name. You could test your call to action text, the call to action color of the button, the placement of it in your email, the type of information you're sending to each segment. There's lots of ways you can test your emails to improve your results based on your objective. So think about leveling up your strategy. And I want to hear from you. What are you going to add into your plans next? Are you going to start using some segmentation? Start doing some testing to find out what works for your audience and to get the best results for your campaigns? Let me know below this video. And of course, you can join me over on www.shinealightmedia.com and leave me a comment over on my blog there, or find me on Facebook by just searching Shine a Light Media. So I will see you in next week's video. And don't forget, I need your help. I want to know your questions about planning and strategy for your email marketing so that I can answer them for you in next week's video. So don't forget to leave me your comments below this video, but also leave me your planning questions, and your question may be answered in next week's video. So I'll see you then.